Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 10th episode of the 5th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. 10 episodes into the season already. Who would have thought, mate? That is absolutely crazy. I always say it because double digits, it just sounds mad when you're flying through the season. And, you know, season 5, literally, we're nearly halfway through. Usually 23, 24 episodes in the season, and 10 is obviously ticking us there. You know, it's mad, and I feel like there's loads of potential still to go towards the end of the season. We've got the bachelorette parties, apparently, that we can throw in there. We got the bachelor party that we can throw in there. We got the wedding, potentially, and, you know, the bridal shower that was mentioned couple of episodes back as well, which I never even thought about. As well as it looks like we may not have the Penny and Leonard thing back on and brewing, slow little bubbles rise to the top. Maybe it could be on the wedding day, you know. Just like when Chandler and Monica ended up getting together, it was all about a wedding, wasn't it? When he went to London, maybe that's where they can rekindle their relationship. You know, it could be a night of romance and excitement and a date to the, not prom, to the wedding. And, you know, they realise that, you know what, let's just give it another go. You know, we've tried it, we broke up, we've tried to be single, we've tried to meet other people. Nobody sticks around, but what does stick is me and you and our friendship and chemistry. Let's give it another go, and mate, I'll be all for it. I can't wait for it. So thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
It's amazing people keep coming to comic book stores instead of just downloading comics digitally.
For a lot of these guys, the weekly trip here is the only chance their mom has to go down to the basement and change their sheets.
Oh, that reminds me, I get fresh sheets tonight, yay.
What do you think of new comic book night? Magic, huh?
As a brilliant man, you're entitled to a vice. I could understand frequenting an opium den or hunting your fellow man for sport, but this? Lame-o.
You play the harp. Like, that's cool.
New Warlords of expansion pack is out.
A new one? Unbelievable. They just keep making up more cheesy monsters, slapping them on cards, and selling them at $25 a pop. Wild West and witches. What kind of loser cares about a showdown between Billy the Kid and the White Wizard of the North?
Obviously, a guy with a 6-shooter beats an old man with a magic wand.
And what if the wizard casts a helmet of confusion spell on Billy the Kid's cowboy hat?
It's Billy the Kid we're talking about. The wizard would get shot between the eyes before he could ever get out the words, "What the hell is Billy the Kid doing in the mystic realm of Ka-"
What's the deal with Sheldon's friend Amy? Are they a couple? Could you run it by Sheldon if I could ask her out? Sure, I guess.
Who would win, Billy the Kid or the White Wizard?
I tell you that, I'm robbing you of the hours of fun you could have for the price of $24.95.
He's trying to sell it. Yeah.
I'll take one.
Make it 2.
I hate all of you and myself. 3. Hey, can I talk to you about something?
I know what this is about. Given the professional standstill you're at, you're wondering if this is the appropriate time to abandon your research and focus on teaching. You know, you just have to remember stuff that happened and then parrot it back. You could have fun with that.
Stuart's kind of interested in Amy.
Did you know when she was 14, she severed the webbing between her own toes?
He wanted me to find out if you'd have a problem with him asking her out.
I don't own Amy. You can't own a person, at least not since
History.
1863.
You know what? Never mind. I'm going to tell him it's okay to ask her out.
The question is moot. There is no way that Stuart, an impoverished peddler of picture books, would be at all appealing to Amy Farrah Fowler.
All right, but for the record, I checked in with you to see how you'd feel about it.
Fine, the record shall so reflect. Now, getting back to the problem at hand, what to do with a washed-up experimental physicist?
All right, even though that he never said no, that he didn't want him to ask her out, he painted Amy in a good light. Do you know what I mean? He kind of bigged her up. He was saying, like, she's this, and this, and this, and this. And he talks about her glowingly. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. Like, he definitely is going to be jealous. It'd be, do you know what, right? It'd be good to see a jealous Sheldon, because we did see it a couple of episodes back where it was Leonard and he went to the wedding with her, didn't he? And then obviously when he come back, Sheldon, like, hit him in the shoulder the way he done it. Like, it was just like a little small one, like, or something. But he was jealous. And I don't know, like I was saying a couple of episodes back, like, the more their relationship's progressing, the more you can see them getting closer, and he actually cares for her. So it's going to be interesting today.
Oh, ladies, we killed the bottle.
Had half a glass.
I didn't have any.
Okay, don't judge me.
We play Travel Twister. Excuse me, I've passed many an enjoyable evening playing this game, and I'm sure it's a lot more exciting when you play with other people. What do you say, bestie? We can do shirts and skins. I'm Shirts, called it. Guys, something happened.
What's wrong?
I think a boy likes me.
Hi, it's Stuart. We met at the comic book store. I was wondering if you'd like to get coffee sometime. It's okay if you say no. It might be the kick in the pants I need to start taking Zoloft.
He's nice, he's funny, he has the sallow, drawn countenance associated with an overactive thyroid gland. That's kind of hot.
Oh, is he out on a date with Amy?
Where's Stuart?
Ouch.
I want to return this Wild West and Witches expansion pack.
Sorry, I don't do returns. They're hard.
You okay?
Am I okay? Leonard, I'm on a lifelong trajectory that includes a Nobel Prize in cities named after me. Am I okay?
Who's that guy? It's random.
Wild Bill Witchcock.
Flaming Spittoon.
We're not wearing cowboy hats, Sheldon. It looks ridiculous.
Oh, and I suppose my boots and spurs are ridiculous too?
We should go easy on him. Amy's out with Stuart tonight.
Wait a minute, are you telling me that Sheldon's patented blend of condescension and no sex isn't enough to hold on to a woman? Creepy teepee.
I never know, like, how do you know what cards are good in these games?
Hocus Pocus Pocahontas.
Like,
Hey guys,
literally.
check it out. The deluxe limited edition Wild West and Witches expansion pack in the signed and numbered collector's tin.
You gotta be kidding me. You friended Stuart on Facebook.
I thought you didn't like Facebook anymore.
Hey, don't be silly. I'm a fan of anything that tries to replace actual human contact.
You're looking at Facebook to find out how their date went.
You are free to believe whatever you like. And unfriend Rajesh Kuthrapali.
You unfriended me? Seriously?
Oh, yeah, now he's gonna miss all those great updates. Like, I can't believe I waited this long to make my own potpourri. Go old school. Challenge Stuart to a fight. I mean, nothing makes the ladies hotter than two skinny white guys swatting at each other with their eyes closed.
Yeah, his Facebook picture's that bird from the other episode.
Benny?
Who do we love?
Benny?
Who do we love?
Benny?
What's up?
I came to ask if you would like to go on a date with me.
God, are you trying to make Amy jealous?
No! Why is everyone so obsessed with Amy and Stuart?
There's a guy I liked, and I never told him how I felt. Eventually, he started going out with someone else, and I always regretted it. You're not the guy.
Are you sure? That would explain so much. Why you call me sweetie all the time?
I call everyone sweetie.
You tramp.
All I'm saying is strap on a pair and go talk to Amy.
Do you know what I actually like about Penny in her apartment? It's maybe one or two times where she's cooking, but she's actually cooking. Like, there's so many times, you know, where you see people drink coffee or eat food and there's nothing there. You could tell that the mug's empty. You could tell that there's no food on the plate. Where, like, here, I think when she was in the apartment the other day and she was cooking and she scooped it out, it was literally smoking hot. Like, literally, the steam was coming off it. Same with Sheldon when he cooked the scrambled egg when he was doing that experiment. I even said then, yo, he's actually cooked the eggs. That's decent, you know. And it just feels more real. Just little aspects like that just make the scenes feel more real. And I hope that nothing actually happens between these two. I'm not going to lie. I actually don't mind Stuart, to be honest. I think that he's a pretty good recurring character. Maybe it'd be interesting if we dab him in a little bit more than he actually is, because he's probably in 3 or 4 episodes each season, which is probably a lot, to be honest. If he's in 4 episodes over 10 seasons, you know, that's 40 episodes on a big show like this. It's quite big, you know what I mean? But as much as I like him, I don't want Amy to do anything with him. I know she's keen and eager to get some desires out there, and I want it to be with Sheldon. And, you know, it is true, though. Sheldon, if he doesn't want her to be with anybody else, he's got to give her something. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to show that he's affectionate and wants to be with her. Because so far, he always just acts like they're friends. He actually does, doesn't he? Even though he does get jealous.
You're bored. You can go. I understand.
No, I'm having a nice time.
Don't patronize me.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Hi, Stuart.
Hi, Sheldon.
Pardon me. The thought of you sitting in a darkened theater with a character like Stuart is repellent. No offense, Stuart.
None taken. Well, repellent's kind of a strong word.
I believe I would like to alter the paradigm of our relationship with the understanding that nothing changes whatsoever, physical or otherwise, I would not object to us no longer characterizing you as not my girlfriend.
Interesting. Now try it without the quadruple negative.
You're being impossible.
Hi, Stuart.
Fine. Will you be my girlfriend?
Yes.
Well, that's enough of that. Sorry to interrupt. You two enjoy your date. Oh, here's $1 for your troubles. Get yourself some Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, it's funny, Sheldon, isn't it?
Thanks for seeing me to my door.
Oh, you're welcome. Let's wrap things up out there.
Take the hint, Stuart. The lady said goodnight.
Maybe he says, let's hug.
Wow. Wait, is that the kind of nagging I can expect now that you're my girlfriend?
I present to you the relationship agreement.
So romantic.
It's a lot of effort.
Mutual indemnification always is.
5, hand-holding. Hand-holding is only allowed under the following circumstances. Either party is in danger of falling off a cliff, precipice, or ledge. Either party is deserving of a hearty handshake after winning a Nobel Prize. Moral support during flu shots.
We are making progress, though. I mentioned it, didn't I?
Penny, Amy, Burdette.
Relationship agreement, section 4, boo-boos and ouchies. You have to take care of it.
I should have gotten a lawyer.
Penny? Penny, we're out of wine.
You should probably drive.
Do you know what? I'm actually enjoying the episodes of the progression of the storylines between certain characters. You know, like obviously the Sheldon and Amy one has been a slow burner, and I mentioned it a few times, but like it's good to see that it's progression. You know, I do feel like we're taking small steps with the Leonard and Penny potentially getting back together, or Flame brewing. I was saying at the start of the episode that it'd be a great time to do it at the end of the season. If they have the wedding at the end of the season, like it could be the start of next season. You know what I mean? Like, it could be preparation in the finale and the wedding in the start. It would draw audiences in for both episodes. But that is where they could actually, you know, get back together. But in today's episode, you could see that Sheldon was jealous. So, like Stuart, I was mentioning there, you know, if he was in it a bit more, it wouldn't bother me at all. You know, I actually think Zach's pretty decent as well. But he's here, I didn't want anything actually to happen with Amy, because I do think that Amy and Sheldon are actually pretty decent together, and it's interesting to see how his character's changing, and how how she's changing as well from when she was first introduced. And you can see them progressing forward, you can see them getting jealous, and you can see that they've made little steps here and there in terms of like spending time together and being jealous around situations, and obviously just being mutual, like acquaintances, you know, as boyfriend and girlfriends would do in situations. He's stuck up for her many times before, and you know, he's always trying to text her and FaceTime her, and he picks her up all the time actually. You know, in today's episode at the start, when he was talking about Amy before obviously she went out on a date with I forgot his name now, literally. With, what's his name now? Stuart, that's it, yeah. Like, he was bigging her up about all these achievements that she's done, and you could tell that he likes her by the way he talked glowingly about her. But it's obviously because he's uncomfortable in those situations in terms of intimacy-wise, that, like, it kind of hinders his relationship, because obviously if you was in a partner, in a relationship with a partner, you know, you're the male, they're the female, or you're the female and they're the male, like, you want some sort of intimate relationship, don't you? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you want to hold hands, you want to have a kiss, you want to cuddle, you want sex, you know what I mean? Like, otherwise, you're just a full-blown friendship, aren't you? You might as well just be friends with Penny or Bernadette, you know, there's no difference. So you can see that obviously Amy's getting a bit closer, and I never really imagined Sheldon getting closer, but it was good that he was the jealous one today, and he took it to the next step, and it was kind of cute that he was trying to ask her out by not asking her out in a different way, in his awkward way, and then he ended up blurting it out at the end, you know. That was good, and it's excited me, and I thought that today's was a good episode. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So 10 episodes in the bag, a relationship fully confirmed. You know, maybe he should set his Facebook status to in a relationship. Do you remember when he done that to Leonard, when he didn't know whether she called Stephanie, like his relationship with Stephanie was going in the right direction or not, and Sheldon interfered. He was saying that it was the only girl that he could tolerate at the time that he dated, and he set the relationship, and she said it back. You know, maybe it's time for him to change his, and it was interesting for him to see in today's episode that he's actually asked her out. Now obviously I do feel like Amy's improved Sheldon, but I also feel like with the introduction of Amy, I feel like, and this is no, I'm not slagging her at all. It's actually got nothing to do with her in a way. But I mean, I feel like the introduction of the females have really massively impacted the Raj character. Like, I feel like he's not in the show. Like, I actually feel like he is not in the show. I would love some sort of statistician, right, to write down the first 3 seasons how many minutes Raj had on the screen compared to how many minutes now he has on the screen. Because, like, an interesting fact for you to know is that, do you know the Harry Potter films? Draco Malfoy, everybody knows him. You know, I'm going to get you, Potter, and, you know, you filthy mudblood, yeah? He's on the screen for like 20 minutes throughout the whole franchise, out the 8 films. How mad is that? He was literally in the Half-Blood Prince, the person that was supposed to kill Dumbledore. Do you know what I mean? What is it now? Snape done the unbreakable vow with his mum. You know what I mean? That he would go in and he would do the deed of Draco couldn't. Like, he was picked from Voldemort to do it. 20 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a character that everybody knows. And I feel like Raj has that similar effect. I feel like he's there and it's a character that we know. And we get it. And we know he's lonely. We know he's a sidekick. And we know he can't talk to the girls. But, like, he's not there. He's just in 5 seconds and disappeared. And then he'll be in another 5-second clip and then he's gone. And you think, oh, he's in the episode a lot. You know, I've seen him a few times. But really, you've seen him on the screen like 1 minute. And you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the introduction of the women and the storyline they're getting and the more time the boys are spending with the girls and the less time that Raj is in a relationship, that he's just not a character. And I actually feel sorry for him. I feel like I said this lots of time this season. And I've actually liked the episodes where he actually got some screen time and we actually kind of revolved it around him, you know what I mean? And he had one maybe 2-3 episodes ago when he went out on a date with the deaf girl. But apart from that, I literally hardly ever see him. And that's, I kind of upset by it. But, you know, if we're talking about relationships, I like they took it to the next step. I want them to move into engaging in physical contact now, whether it's kissing, cuddling on a consistent basis, holding hands or actually having sex. You know, that would be really good as well to see how they both engage in that. And obviously the reactions from that, as well as obviously the rest of the seasons with Howard hopefully going up into space, maybe the wedding and, you know, the bachelor parties and stuff like that. We've still got lots of things going on. So, you know, no dramas. It's exciting times and I can't wait for it. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.